Absorb some local color through the magic of AM radio.
Harkens me back to my youthful, careful days on the playgrounds of Forest Park School and my gifted days.
And you're gifted, all right.
What were you gifted at?
Well, I guess I had some issues.
Detention?
Yeah. When my dad told me I wouldn't plan on going to Harvard anytime real soon.
You're going to have to get in touch with me. We're gonna link all the volunteers via satellite cell phone so that we can put out the message immediately, because you remember the problem we had in January. We had to have Governor Walker come in with the National Guard. It was horrible.
Steve, listen to me. Bring your own microphone because you lost this one.
Okay, Captain Ron, you've been doing this so well for the last few weeks. So go ahead and make my day.
Oh, great one with the magic pen.
Oh, boy, he wants that microphone forever, doesn't he? Now, you got to visualize this. We put a statue of Pete on this. Put him in with wearing like a hard hat and flannel shirt, tool belt, snow shovel.
You mean like from the Village People?
Yeah, yeah. A couple.
Now wait a minute here.
All aboard! All aboard! Tickets, please, tickets. Well, you're coming?
Happy holidays, everybody. This is Uncle Scotty Barter, and welcome to the all-new and improved Kenosha Today Weekly Report, coming to you live from Studio A here at WIP AM 1050 on your radio dial, streaming worldwide and booming across the unseasonably and balmy cornfields of the Midwest, reaching out to over 50,000 homes here in the Tri-County area. Being brought to you this morning by our major sponsor, the Boathouse Pub and Eatery, and a host of other very fine local businesses. Little Stevie is away on assignment this morning.
Dig your own grave and save.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
However, joining the 18 this morning on the Kenosha Today Countdown to Christmas, our video coordinator, Channel 14's Trooper of the Year, Captain Ron, joins us here on the Polar Express.
Good morning.
And, okay, there's even, better check his ticket. Even more boys and girls, even more good news, boys and girls. Engineering the Kenosha Today Polar Express on our way to the North Pole, WIP's 6-time Employee of the Month and the voice of non-denominational high school basketball here in Kenosha. Santa's go-to guy, Petey the Elf, takes charge once again.
As long as it's non-denominational, everybody included. That's what I want to do.
We try not to upset the least amount of people as we can.
Except the apple cart.
Yeah,
we'll
right.
set that every time.
Yeah. Coming up right after our first break at 10:30, Kenosha's fastest growing game show sensation, the lightning round of City and Jeopardy trivia game sponsored by the House of Gerhard's restaurant. And then after the 11 o'clock break, this week's top 10 list, written in our home office on the deck at the Boathouse Pub and Eatery. This week's thought-provoking category, the top 10 requested gifts here in Kenosha.
That's kind of scary. That make you want to stay in your house and lock your doors.
At any time of the year. In addition to all that, last week we received a ton. I mean, lots. There was more than one letters that I had forwarded to Santa this past Monday. And true to form, kind of surprising, the big fellow responded to me via email. I just got some of these this morning. And we've got letters to Mayor Bosman, Ronnie here at Camp Happy Face, Mikey Bjorn, Snot-Nosed Kids in Mr. Barter's neighborhood, Home Alone in the 17th, Kathy Shaken in Kenosha, Petey's got some, S&J on 22nd, Paulie, Kenosha Parks Commissioner's got a letter from Santa, G. Johnny got a letter, Baby Ruth, Shirley, Happy John in Libertyville, Cindy in Bristol, Anthony Kennedy in who knows where, George in Kenosha, Irish Ruth, John Perry, Little Jimmy at the Boathouse, Father Bill Hayward, Mike from Hodunk got a letter, Dale in Kenosha, Aldermans Rosenberg and Wickland got letters from Santa, and a late submission, Doug from Pleasant Prairie, all got letters, and we're going to get into some of those.
Oh, man.
Santa's been busy.
Santa's been busy. Somebody had too much time on his hands this week. Should have gone golfing. And there's even more good news, boys and girls. Tomorrow at noon, each and every Sunday, you can tune in here at WIP AM 1050 and listen to the replay of this show.
Why?
You wait till you read your letter from Santa. I hope you're happy. And then you can watch the replay of this finely tuned, professionally produced Excuse for a Radio show on Time Warner Cable's Channel 14, Tuesdays at 5 p.m., Wednesdays at 6 p.m., and...
The media's making a monster out of you because they don't care about the truth. All they care about is entertainment. Well, you need a forum where they don't even know the meaning of the word entertainment. Public access television.
Sundays at 6. Now, if you want to hear your letter that Santa sent to me after I read your name concerning your orders and requests, you got to call me at 262-694-1050. I might as well just start out. This is the first one that I had. This is to little Jimmy at the boathouse. Dear little Jimmy at the boathouse, I stood with pride when Maury Povich blurted out, "Jimmy, you are the father." Now that you are in the senior division, I've enclosed some special little blue pills for your recreational use. Only be sure to pace yourself and remember, white hairs do matter. So that's to little Jimmy. He had something else to do, so I want to tell him that Santa was thinking of him. And let's see. Well, like I said, we've got...
you have another Holly Jolly elf on the line, too, waiting for you.
Oh, okay, so. Holly Jolly. Good morning, you're on Kenosha Today.
Good morning, everybody.
Shirley, my dear, how are you?
I'm here. I'm still here.
Well, that's good, because Santa sent you a letter here.
Yeah, I want to hear it. That's why I called.
Okay.
Yeah, says, I bet you that's why you called.
That's why. Yeah. Now, Santa knows if you've been naughty or nice. And I think you alluded to the fact that you were naughty. And it says here, "Dear Miss Shaking Your Booty, your letter asking for a new grow light for your garage is currently under investigation by Homeland Security. We will, however, be sending you a copy of your Miranda rights and a complete listing of the RICO statute, signed Frosty the Snowman." Get it, Pete?
Yeah, I get it. Snow.
Get that snow.
Shirley doesn't, but I get it. That's fine.
Oh, boy.
See, so what did you learn from that? Next year, you're going to have to be a little bit nicer so Santa doesn't have to send you that scathing...
Santa's legal department at the North Pole has to do.
It's no fun to be nice. At my age, I'm going to be as naughty as I can.
Oh.
As long as I can.
All right,
as long as I can.
Shirley. You made a statement there.
Any recipes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got any recipes for today?
How's the crop coming?
The what?
The crop in your garage.
Oh, good.
It's got to be drying by now,
it's got to be drying, right?
The harvest season is over.
By the minute.
And the grow light, I guess that's not going to make it, but
that really helps. That's a help.
At least by the first of the year when we talk, you'll be able to recite your Miranda rights and have a full understanding what the RICO statute is about.
Yeah.
But anyway, Ronnie wanted to know if you had any earth-shattering Christmas recipes. Okay, well, that's about that.
Yeah. I really don't.
Did you ever have bluegill? I love bluegill.
Well, yeah, my family fishes, so we've had all kinds of fish. Bluegills, yes.
I thought bluegill was a song.
No, it's the fish.
I thought it was that stupid singing thing on the wall. The singing fish, remember?
Singing fish, oh yeah.
Remember that? They had that singing fish out there for a while. We've got one in the basement.
I was going to say, somebody made a ton of money.
Well, that's high class having one of those, man.
Yep, it's in the basement. I don't know if it works anymore, but oh, that was hilarious, that singing fish.
Well, I got to tell you, the sales of our new Kenosha Today's CD by Billy Goat and the Four Milkers has just taken off.
Oh, my goodness. I can't even...
I just played 10 seconds of this.
I mean, I could not even believe that.
It's hard to believe that this is going for the price that it is.
I hate to say it, I've never heard anything worse than that. People say they like it, they got to be nuts.
We were going to take all the profits and donate it to charity.
Oh, well.
Yeah, but Little Petey's Wallet, it's my favorite charity.
How far can $4.99 go?
Where's Steve? He's gone again?
Yeah, he's got to work today, I guess.
Oh.
So,
well,
next week is our final show of the year, our big Christmas musical production. We're going to have Santa got run over by a reindeer.
Santa,
not Santa. Grandma.
Yeah.
Got run over by
the trolley.
Yeah.
And all the elves we loved before, and I'll never smoke weed on the trolley again. So those, and then plus, you don't want to miss that. If you thought this other song was bad, we can top that. So
I can hardly wait.
All right.
Oh yeah, you can hardly wait.
Yeah. Try to stay out of jail. Make sure you can put batteries in the leg monitor. So.
Yeah. Right. Oh, I just got to say, last week I did get to meet Dale again. He's such a nice person at Mariah's that calls up your show.
Oh, well, we got a letter for him, too. We got letters for everybody today.
Yeah, well, good.
I don't even ask you what was at Mariah's, so we'll just let that go, huh?
Yep, right.
All right, baby.
Okay,
have a nice week.
Talk to you later.
All right. Again, we got letters for just about everybody, 262-694-1050. Here's one for Ronnie at Camp Happy Face. Dear Ronnie at Camp Happy Face, your total body pillow that you saw illustrated in our sales flyer should be delivered 2 days before Christmas. The scale is on back order, and you should get it on January 1st, just in time for you know whose birthday. Signed the Babes in Toyland.
Okay.
So we got that. We also had one.
Hey, wait, real quick. Remember when we were doing a TV show, you'd always bring the catalog out with the Christmas gifts?
Well, that's where we got some of these.
Yeah, yeah. They were great.
Good morning on Kenosha Today.
Hey, it's Mike and Hodunk.
Mike and Hodunk. I got a letter from Santa specifically for
you. Well, I know,
you.
but before you get to that, I have to say something.
Yeah, well, be careful.
I'll be careful.
Okay.
You won't need the dump button.
Okay.
It's just like when certain callers call in, could you have a disclaimer saying listening to this person could be hazardous to your health?
Yeah.
Because I was in the other room, the bathroom, shaving, and I couldn't get to the radio fast enough to turn it off.
Okay. Well,
how much blood did you draw?
How much? Yeah. But we have to do that because sometimes things go astray here.
Well, I guess so, but I think a disclaimer would be nice, especially when I'm shaving. And like I said, I was thinking about slitting my throat a couple of times right now.
We'll wait for the next 20 seconds here.
Well, actually, not right now, but about 3 minutes ago.
Okay. Well, here you go. Keep the razor sharp because you might want to use this.
Okay.
Okay, here's your letter from Santa. Dear Mike from Hodunk, it is a very sad day here at Santa's workshop when you stated that the big fella in red is really a commie. You did say that, remember?
Right, I did say that.
You said that. You called it. We got it on tape. It says, therefore, please be advised that we will be bypassing Hodunk this year, instead opting to travel to your sister city, Schmodunk, from Russia with love, Comrade Claus. So now you can go slit your throat.
Well, I guess you'll be short one caller next week.
Well, you know what? Now, have we convinced you that there is a Santa Claus?
Oh, you convinced me, but I just think that he's still a commie.
Well,
anybody that gives gifts to people that don't do anything sounds like a liberal. It's the same thing in my book.
Here you go, Mike. I wish we tried to convince you.
You ain't getting.
We tried to help, but
oh well.
Well, at my age, I don't think there's any room for improvement at 67 years old next year. So close enough.
All right. Well, just be careful and put the razor away. And
one more thing.
Sure.
Let's get rid of the happy holidays and do a real American, do the Merry Christmas bit.
Well, I do that on the other ones.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, well, you're shaving. Happy holidays. Oh, I was just doing that as a general thing. You want me to put Merry Christmas the next time?
Sure.
All right, I'll change it. You got it.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, Mike.
What about season's greetings? That's even more generic.
I do that before, but we'll do Merry Christmas.
Season's greetings, everybody.
Making warm and fuzzy. Yes, we do.
I'm feeling the warm and fuzzy.
Yeah,
the fuzziness.
I'm not looking.
Yeah.
All right, Petey. Here's your Santa sent you a letter.
Oh, he did. Did he now?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Dear Petey, your inquiry concerning our exchange policy for your recently purchased inflatable is clearly stated on the back of the packaging. We hope you will find this to your satisfaction, as well as the device itself. Merry Christmas, the little drummer boy. So,
it don't matter. None of this matters.
Well, yeah, we have lots of letters from Santa, and like I said, we have. We'll read one from Mayor Bosman in a little bit. Actually, we'll read one. We've got one for Baby Ruth, Happy John in Libertyville,
for Baby Ruth,
and Irish Ruth, Cindy in Bristol. George in Kenosha, Little Jimmy we read, Father Bill Hayward from Holy Rosary, Dale in Kenosha, Aldermans Rosenberg and Wickland, and Doug from Pleasant Prairie. And let me see, this one's too. Oh, here's the mayor. We might as well get him out of the way.
Jeez.
Before his term is up.
Yeah. Dear Mayor Boz in the Enchanted Kingdom, my sincere apologies, but I will not be able to send you $100,000 for another useless study. I suggest you contact the Easter Bunny as he is more suitable with requests from Fantasyland. So we didn't pull out any punches. We have another little elf on the phone. Good morning, you're on Kenosha Today.
Hi, this is the little elf from Bristol.
Bristol, Cindy from Bristol. I got it right. Well, remember when you called in last week and you had this, let me see, where is it? Okay. There was some concern as to Santa's validity, right?
Yeah, my granddaughter wanted a copy of his driver's license.
Okay, well, here's what he sent back. I don't know if this is going to help you, but it says, Dear Cindy in Bristol, I have received your questionnaire regarding my background. I have sent you a detailed outline of my years as a greeter at Walmart and of recent times as a Kenosha trolley driver, also as a bathroom attendant at the boathouse.
And the county fair.
And the county fair. Please note that in the enclosed picture, I am wearing the deluxe North Pole leg monitor. This should be disregarded because that one gal did get her shoes back. So I hope this is going to be helpful to your explaining. Is it 7 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah. You might not want to mention the part about the leg monitor because maybe she'll overlook that.
Well, they got to learn
I
young.
don't want to think about her dad or anything.
Her dad. Oh, Woo. And feel the
Yeah, got
the
real
love.
here for a
Got
second.
real
Yeah.
here,
Happy holidays.
That's right.
So
I wasn't
you
feeling
got
so
all your
good
shopping
last
done?
night.
What's that?
Oh, well, I'm not feeling so good. Last night I had, first time in about 5 years, a really bad migraine headache.
Ooh.
You know, the kind that make you get sick.
Mm-hmm.
And that wasn't fun. I haven't had one of those for a long time.
Well, I suggest you call Shirley, and she's got this special
Please.
herbs and spices in her garage.
You'd really want us all to go, don't you? Telling Mike to slit his throat.
No, he said that. He said he was going to slice his throat. And we're not encouraging that type of behavior, you know.
It's happy holidays.
I know.
It's a happy holidays. Maybe that's why I should be saying Merry Christmas. Forget the happy holidays.
Yeah, no, I haven't done a whole lot of shopping yet. I've been doing a lot of baking, though. And next weekend, my granddaughter's going to be here with me.
Okay.
And we're going to bake a bunch of cookies. And I'm going to fill out a form for her Girl Scout leader. And then she'll get a badge for cooking.
Well, how about that?
Yeah.
Don't mention this show, though.
No, you get it.
We might tune in, though. We might be listening when we're tuned in, so...
we want her to go on to the next step. We don't want to get her thrown out of the troop.
Demoted.
No. She's a good kid. She's got straight A's.
But the problem is we aren't.
She goes to school down in Lake Villa.
Oh.
And she's got great straight A's. We went and watched her in a program the other day, and it was just great.
Well, you're going to have to tune in next Saturday if you got time and you don't feel a total headache or you're not haven't sliced your throat, because we have pretty much of a musical Christmas venue for next week.
Me.
That sounds great. Are you going to sing, Pete?
Oh, yeah, Pete's we're going to drag him right down to our level.
Yeah, I don't think I have a choice, Cindy. I have.
Who does that song that you play, that Silent Night that's so terrible?
That was our group, Billy Goat and the Four Milkers.
Was it really?
We sang that at the Christmas. You think that's terrible? We had a gal.
Oh, here comes my headache again.
We had a gal call in last week after we played that a couple times. Marilyn, she wanted us to sing at her Christmas pageant. I forget where it was. She says, use the side door. No, I'm not sure.
Mental institution.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So,
it was out of Southern Colony, was it?
Well, kind of right around that area. So. All right, Cindy.
Yeah,
well,
there's some funny ones out in that area, I'll tell you.
I hope we were helpful.
All right. Thanks so much, and Merry Christmas to you all.
All right, bye-bye.
All right.
We're just feeling
the love.
Feeling the love and the holiday cheer. And
helping people here.
Goodness.
So, again, we've got...
So are those little cuties over there?
These are my 11 o'clock snack cuties here.
They are
very
cute.
citrusy and
You guys don't mind if I read a
delicious
sponsor here to you before you...
I was just going to show Ron my cuties.
They are cute.
You know what? I'm watching you fondle those things.
I got them cupped right here.
Yeah.
Big letters from Santa in response to some of our listeners sending the letters that I was able to get up to him last Monday. So we have letters. Ronnie, we got Mikey Bjorn. We've got Home Alone in the 17th. I had to read that one before we go to a break. Just kind of build up the act here, Pete.
Yeah, go for it.
Where is it?
Probably stuck in a snowdrift somewhere.
No, here it is. Here it is, right here. Dear Home Alone in the 17th District. Good news, we have your Black & Decker forehead sander in stock. Might I suggest for best results using it in the shower? That shows creativity. Concerning a request for snow shovels, as they are in great demand, no can do. Therefore, you will have to continue annoying people just like you have been doing these past couple years. Love the Grinch. See, we even spice it up.
Happy holiday.
Oh, we had a caller, Pete.
Happy holiday.
That was George. He'll call back.
Oh, George, call me back because I got your letter here from Santa.
Yeah.
Come on, George.
Come on. Where is George's letter here? Okay, got it. George, you got to call back. Santas can't wait that long, you know.
Desperate. Come on.
You're begging people.
Yeah, come on.
Not even a half hour into the show
Yeah,
yet.
we're begging people to call.
Well, I mean, this is the Christmas season, not the holiday season. And,
there he is.
There he is. Okay. Good morning on Kenosha Today.
Yeah, this is George.
Okay, George. Now, I think I asked you last week if you were naughty or nice. And you said naughty. Right?
You sound right.
Okay. So anyway, Santa's response to you was, "Dear little Georgie, what's up? A new jar to put your teeth in is on its way. However, not sure if we can ship the brandy you asked for. Please check the box that is labeled kitchen utensils and see if that might work for you. Signed, Ebenezer." So you got that to look forward to. Now, don't try to sound
good.
Don't try to sound so happy.
Happen come Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if they send you the brandy, you'll be happy on Tuesday, Wednesday, depending on how quickly this evaporates. So, you got all your Christmas shopping done?
You have to be listening between 8 and noon come Monday.
8 and noon. What might be going on?
Yep.
What's going on? What goes on between 8 and noon on Monday? Oh, UPS delivers.
Something like that.
Something like that. That's probably the only thing exciting going on Monday between 8 and noon that I can think of. Just sit there and wait.
Look out the window.
Keep you guys guessing.
Just look out the window, and hopefully the brandy will be there, and you can wait for the UPS driver. And hey, take a brown bag, take a bologna sandwich, and make a day of it.
Got plenty of bologna.
Sausage
too.
Sausage too. All right, George. Well, I hope you appreciate the spirit of Christmas that Santa sent you.
Okay, anyways, happy holidays.
And a Merry Christmas to you, too.
Take care, guys.
I
just love the warring holiday greetings.
Well, you know what? I put happy holidays just to kind of be generic, but I guess Mike wants me to say Merry Christmas. And to save a life from slicing his throat, I'll do it.
Listen, you can wish me Happy American Cheese Day. If it's a nice greeting, I'm not going to get offended. So.
Okay. Let's take our 1 minute break for listen to Brian Snansky.
Snansky.
All aboard! Tickets, please. Tickets. Well, you coming?
Merry Christmas, everybody. If you just tuned in, this is Uncle Scotty Barter, and welcome to the Kenosha City Weekly Report, coming to you live from Studio A here at WLIP AM 1050 on your radio dial, brought to you by our major sponsor, the Boathouse Pub and Eatery, and a host of many other very fine local businesses. Little Stevie is away on assignment this morning. However, also with us, our video coordinator, Trooper Captain Ron, is here this morning, being the good elf that he is, assisting the Kenosha City countdown to Christmas, along with our engineer on the Kenosha City Polar Express, taking us directly, or as close as we can get, to the North Pole. The WLIP fashion consultant to the stars and the voice of high school basketball, also the host of his own very fine radio show, not Flip a Lip Off, right?
Just get to it already. Waiting on the bells.
Yeah, okay. How close do you actually think we're going to get to the North Pole?
Well, you know, it depends on how much.
Might have to take a left turn.
That's a little bit north from here. Yeah, there you go. Good.
For those certain folks listening who are recording this for a general lack of nothing better to do, you're now on your own, because as we announced, it's bad enough that we have to shovel all the snow in all the certain districts. So man up, flip the tape on your own, and I guess I showed him, huh, Pete?
You sure did, Scotty. That's right, Scott.
Also, special thanks to my good friend Steve Schneider. You can find us Kenosha Today Show on 365 days, 24/7 on YouTube. We are going to play City in Jeopardy, but I have a phone call first. Let's take that. Good morning, you're on Kenosha Today.
I guess I have to call in to hear my letter from Santa. Huh?
Oh, this is Dale, right? Yes.
Yes.
All right. Let me pull it up here. I think you were one of his favorites.
Ooh.
Oh yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Here, Dale, dear Dale and Kenosha, in appreciation for all your years of hard work helping us clear the snow here at the North Pole and across the world, we would like to present you with a free lifetime pass for the Kenosha Trolley.
That's awesome.
You will need to show 2 forms of identification, and I suggest you use your pictured ID from Strip World and the Adult Bookstore. Signed, Chip and Dale's. Get it? Chip and Dale's?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So, I think you're the only one that's got a lifetime pass.
Well, that's awesome because, that Trolley to Nowhere is the place to be.
Well, you earned it. I mean, you put in the time and you trained all the staff. So,
When you talk to Santa, thank him for me.
Well, he obviously sent his wishes to you, so he thanks you from the bottom of his heart. I mean, what says more about how Merry Christmas than a free trolley pass?
Oh, for life? Are you kidding me? Doesn't get any better than that.
Hey, just because we got this balmy weather, stay in training. Don't jump ship.
Oh yeah, no, I am. I am. I'm training every day. I'm working the shuttle, so I don't.
All right, Dale. Well, Merry Christmas, Tim. Thanks for calling.
Merry Christmas to you guys too. You have a great day.
All right. Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
All right, Dale. Whoa, there we are.
Who's this?
This is Greg in Kenosha.
Oh, Greg. You must not have been
You
on
can't
Santa's
tell by
list
that,
because
Sam.
I didn't get a letter from you.
No, heck no. But I want to know, do you guys send out Christmas cards?
Does that require putting postage on it?
Well, no.
Then no, we don't.
I mean, I was wondering, or do your wives do it? I know Scott, he doesn't have a wife unless he's done something different. But
no, Scott. I'm the guy home alone for Christmas. Thanks, Greg, for
well, I
bringing
don't
that
know
up.
what Scott's got. I mean, I don't even know if he's got a dog.
No, I don't. Taking care of me is a full-time job. I've had, and as I've mentioned before, I have issues. In fact, here's this kind of addresses this. If I can find this.
Well, I was just sending out Christmas cards. Sometimes what I do is I put a DVD of some stuff in there, or put a letter of what's happened the last year.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe a fishing fly, depending on who it's going to. Put weird stuff in there.
To respond to your question, here's Santa wrote this to me. To the guy having issues in Kenosha with his girlfriend kicking his ass with the new Santa boots I sent you, try feeding her some 4-ounce fillets with leftovers for breakfast. It always works for me and Mrs. Claus. So that kind of sums it up. I've been in a slump this year.
A slump this year?
Well, it's been lasting.
Only this year.
The whole entire year. My slump.
I mean, how do you compare this to the previous years?
Well, it started. I started low in 1999 and tapered off from there. So it's hasn't been a good century. It's just kind of like the Cubs,
Well, I still love you.
Okay. All right, Greg. Thanks for calling.
Bye.
Bye. We're going to get the city in jeopardy, but let's take this call. Good morning on Kenosha today.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Oh, Paulie. I got Santa sent you a letter too.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh no.
But before we get to the letter, Pete brought up something that I thought I'd gotten out of my mind. He was talking about in school having to do the dancing in gym class.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I remember. I think it was. I don't know if it was. I think it was as late as junior high when we did it. What was the thing? The guys had to take off their shirts and dance in their T-shirts. Because like we were going to sweat on the girls or something otherwise.
I think you're not. That wasn't high school. That was.
Or is that just me?
That was out on the border. That was probably you. Which kind of is a great segue into this letter that Santa sent you here.
Oh boy, I hope I got some crayons.
Okay, you better. Dear Paulie, not your real name. Too bad the online dating thing isn't working out for you with your sister in Kentucky. Try going to moronsmingle.com and for better results, contact your cousin in Mississippi. Signed the 3 wise men. So maybe there was some. Maybe you had a bad omen when you're dancing and.
Well, seriously though, when I was
though, sure, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
When I was in high school, I had trouble getting dates.
No.
So I had to go to prom with my cousin.
So this letter wasn't too far off, Santa.
Well, no, and he didn't like it either.
That's really good. So you got all your Christmas shopping done yet?
Yeah, I just want to get some more crayons though and watercolors in case people want to do the Santa Claus coloring contest.
Awesome. Oh yeah. Did you see that yesterday?
Ages.
For all ages. Big time money involved in that.
$350, no doubt.
For But wasn't there an age limit on it?
No, all ages.
All ages.
$350 goes to your charity and $50 in your pocket, I do
So
believe.
Shirley could even do it, right?
Well, it all depends on what time of the day. In fact, I could do it depending on what time of the day. But staying in the lines after 6, 7 o'clock might be a stretch.
I haven't cracked open a case of watercolors in a good 20 years. I should give it a shot.
Maybe we should have.
Could you imagine doing a big? Yes, you guys should do a remote in Shirley's garage. Everybody can color their Santa Claus pictures.
And just be a big green leaf in the middle of Santa. Yeah.
Paulie, did you stay up all night thinking of this?
To be eating a crayon.
No. I'm inspired by your show.
Did you hear Mike from Hodunk wants to slice his throat? So how inspiring can that be?
I know. I mean, I've heard people that weren't fond of certain callers, but I didn't think you'd take it to such an extreme.
Well, when you call Santa a commie, that doesn't bode real well,
There might be issues.
One or two. So, all right, Paulie,
Okay, I'll let you move on and get your.
I hope you enjoyed your letter from Santa and you sent him a thank you.
I certainly did.
Okay.
Okay.
See you.
Bye now.
And now, boys and girls, it's time to play Kenosha's fastest-growing game show sensation, the lightning round of City in Jeopardy, sponsored by the House of Gerhard Restaurant. We will now clear the phone lines. I'm going to read the question, which is a very sophisticated, intelligent, multiple-choice question, and you will then get 3 somewhat intellectual answers to choose from. After that, you will hear the ding, and the first caller to correctly answer the question will win a $25 gift certificate to the House of Gerhard's Restaurant, located at 3927 75th Street here in Kenosha, open daily, specializing in fine dining, serving authentic German cuisine, celebrating their 50th year at the same location. What better place to have a holiday meal? So call for a reservation, 262-694-5212, or you can find them on Facebook or at thehouseofgerhard.com. Okay, the phone lines are cleared, and here's today's question. What is the number one reason Santa won't be stopping at your house this Christmas? What is the number one reason Santa won't be stopping at your house this Christmas? A, unfortunately, you have 2 mortgages, one for the home and the other for the lot it's parked on. B, the toilet paper in your bathroom has page numbers on it. Or C, on your Christmas list, you listed naughty as a way of life. 262-694-1050. What is the number one reason Santa won't be stopping at your house this Christmas? We have a caller, Pete?
Wait for it. Wait for it. Let's go with this one.
Okay. Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
Yeah.
Did you want to? Who are we talking to first?
This is Gene.
Gene. And you're,
Gene.
Huh?
This is Gene.
Gene. Okay, Gene. Now, did you get the question? What is the number one reason Santa won't be stopping at your house this Christmas?
I did.
Okay. What's your answer?
I think it's C.
On your Christmas list, you listed naughty as a way of life. Yes, that's a correct answer. Whoa, Gene. That's
cool.
Did you know that, or was this like every week somebody calls in? Is that a guess?
No, I knew that.
Are you naughty?
I'm always naughty.
This is not going to look good. You can get the $25 and split, but Santa's probably not going to write you a letter. Or maybe a reprimand.
Well, as long as I get to 25, I don't care about the letter.
It's all about the love and the season, right? And the warmth.
Right. And the 25.
Yeah, don't forget that. Well, we have priorities.
That's number one.
You got all your Christmas shopping done?
I do.
Oh, what'd you get us?
I stopped at the bank and I got some of them free envelopes, them money envelopes.
Yeah.
And a bunch of dollar bills. So I'm pretty well set.
Dollar bills, huh?
Yeah.
I'm afraid to ask, but I probably won't. So let's let it go at that. All right, here's what's going to happen. Pete's going to get your information off the air, and I'm going to read some sponsors, and then you can come out here in WIP and pick this up anytime.
Probably Tuesday. Start Tuesday, yeah.
Is that all right?
Sounds good to me.
All right, congratulations. 694-1050. We've had a number of letters that we wrote and read last week that were from you listeners up to Santa, and Santa, in a good faith effort, responded, and we still have a letter left to Mikey Bjorn and Shaken Kathy in Kenosha. I could read that. And let me read the other names. We've got Caitlin and the Kenosha Parks Commissioners, G. Johnny, Baby Ruth, Happy John in Libertyville, Anthony Kennedy, and we're not sure. Antony, and Irish Ruth, John Perry, Father Bill Hayward, and Aldermans Rosenberg and Wickland, and a late submission, Doug from Pleasant Prairie. Give us a call, 262-694-1050. Well, this was to Charlie. This is kind of disturbing, but this is to Charlie S. Your request of $3 million for the extra HIV medication is outrageous. I suggest you contact Lamar Odom in Nevada, as he seems to have more experience in that area. I do think that an open casket would be most appropriate, staying alive in the North Pole Santa. I knew that was going to be questionable, but I did have one shaken in Kenosha. Where is she? Oh, here it is. Dear Shaken Kathy in Kenosha, just wanted to let you know that we have the 2-in-1 aerator that you have chosen. Also, we are not responsible when using it on fast speed. Remember, one call, and that's more than enough, Mrs. Claus. That's Kathy Shaken in Kenosha. Just, I think she's got a birthday coming up. Ronnie, you know her, don't you?
I know nothing.
So we still have a ways to go here. And if you want to call us, 262-694-1050 while we're waiting for people to call in. 10 tips. Call in, please. 10 tips for a safer Christmas tree. This was put out by the Crime Prevention Kenosha Police Officers Jeff Wamble and Ron Francis. I wonder what's the percentage, Pete? Anybody know what's the percentage of how many people actually have natural trees versus the less? What was that?
I'm moving my microphone so I can answer you.
I didn't know that. Yeah. I thought there was a singing thing again.
Oh no, that's these guys. No, cut them off. Oh
yeah, that was from our Kenosha Today, Billy Goat and the Four Milkers Christmas album. Good morning on Kenosha Today.
Hey, hello. How you doing?
Good.
Merry Christmas.
Who's this?
And Happy Hanukkah to you. This is Alderman Michalski calling, and I guess I've been a good guy because I'm not meriting any of your letters from Santa. So
are you on the Parks? Are you on the Parks Commission?
No, I'm not on the Parks Commission.
Well, would you like to be? Would you like to be an honorary Parks Commissioner?
I deal with enough park issues without being on the commission.
Well, how about
I'm not going to go down that route at all.
Okay, how about just an honorary for the next 1 minute? You can be a Parks Commissioner.
Oh, okay, I'll be an honorary for the next minute.
Because I got this, and I want to read it to you.
Okay.
Dear Kenosha Parks Commissioners, I am saddened to hear the roof that I gave you last year for your beach house was useless. Therefore, please be advised that we won't be sending you the newly listed bike velodrome because it will prove to be even more useless. Signed, the Sugar Plum Ferry. The minute's up.
Well, you see, I've been very much involved with the Southport Beach House issue, so
well, I guess
that's appropriate.
We tried to get you a new roof.
I know, but you know something?
Tell us.
It was the wrong roof.
We're not going slate. We're going. Pete, you got that? Well, here's how we were just going.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, I don't know if you heard this. Hang on.
We got to dig this up out of the mothballs here.
We went out there with spray paint.
Right.
And if Pete's got,
well, this is the spray foam that we were going to seal this roof with.
And we did this for $39.95.
It comes in red and green, very seasonal.
Okay.
Aren't you glad you brought that up?
I'm sure glad he called in now.
Yeah, I am. It'll be a warm day at the North Pole before I call again.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, now 'tis the season for all you good folks to be circulating your nomination papers. I assume you're running.
Yes, I am.
Okay. I haven't seen that in the paper, but I think that was just a mere oversight in the Kenosha News. But
no. They're doing, and they should. The ones that are already contested. Not everybody is contested yet.
Oh, I see what they're. Okay, I get it.
I've got rumors about certain individuals running against me, and I'm just going to. Okay, if they do, they do. They have that right. You know, the people have the right to vote who they want.
Well, I think. Having some races, if you don't, I mean, it tells everybody you've done a good job. I mean, not only you, but some of the others.
Or they feel yes and no. Maybe sometimes they feel like I'm not gonna. It's not worth it, or I'm not gonna win. But doesn't necessarily think that they think you've done a good job.
Okay. However,
nobody should be complacent.
There you go. And then it also makes for good government because you also have an exchange of ideas. And for those that have actually, aldermen have actually had opposition, it said it made them a better alderman, even though that they won. But it made them a better alderman because here's an idea or thought that was out there that, well, somebody brought it up, and maybe it's a suggestion that they hadn't given much thought to. So,
yeah. Well, there you go.
All right. Well, thank you for the call, and I'm sure we can. This is what we call a first-time caller, last-time listener. That's how that works, right? All right, Jan, thanks.
Scott,
okay, bye-bye.
Scott, I got a text here. I think it pertains to you. You tell Mr. Radio that he is walking a fine line. I know where he lives and what he drives. No signature.
Wow, happy holidays.
Yeah. Mr. Radio.
Well, and this is why I've been had a slump for 16, 17 years. I think I was just a little misunderstood on that one. So, anyway, I started to talk about tips for a safer Christmas. But I'm still looking to take your calls, and which we had one, Pete. If you're on the Polar Express, I guess we're not going to take that one. But we're looking for Baby Ruth, Happy John, Anthony Kennedy, Irish Ruth, John Perry, Anthony, Father Bill Hayward, Aldermans Rosenberg, Wickland, Doug from Pleasant Prairie, the park commissioners we did, and Caitlin. Caitlin, we got time for her. Where's Caitlin? Caitlin is number 10. Dear Caitlin J., if you don't know who this is. Not exactly sure why you decided to go to the other side and ask for a boob job. However, with those qualifications, I suggest that you might consider running for mayor of Kenosha. It's probably one of those disclaimer things. Wow. This wasn't.
Wow, look at the time.
You're just wheezing over there on purpose.
Dig your own grave and save.
Play that disclaimer again real quick.
Also, Mikey Bjorn and Ronnie and Camp Happy Face we talked about. So, 262-694-1050 for a safer, let's get back to this, for a safer holiday. Right, disconnect this show and, go to someplace else.
I know it's bugging you, but just let it,
okay,
let it be.
Right. So you'll have to give me the sign.
I will. I will give you the universal sign.
Yeah.
Now, here's a... I asked the question if anybody knew how many people approximately use fresh trees versus the...
Correct. And I had no idea.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think about half. I mean, I see a lot of tree line. I think a lot of people have gone back to the fresh trees.
We have a real one.
I've got a real one.
Nope. I'm not burning the house down. Are you nuts?
I was talking about trees, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
This is all natural over here.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Okay. Never place a tree near a fireplace. Well, I mean that kind of.
Well,
I mean,
that's just
kind of. Even a television can be a drying source of natural tree. Do not use lighted candles on. Who uses lighted candles anymore? I haven't.
Yeah, it's not the 19th century.
Yeah, it was years ago.
And these trees, to my knowledge, some of these that come from up north have been cut probably in September. Does that mean? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
Good morning, Leonard gentlemen. It's Irish Ruth.
Irish Ruth. Well, thanks. Okay.
I have to compliment you. You're having one heck of a party. Also, I want to withdraw my sincere statement about complimenting Dan, so they can get off that train.
I don't think that train's ever going to get off anymore.
What are you dragging us into this for? Why don't you call him?
I meant it as a compliment for a fellow that I thought was a charming fella, and it's gone south or something. Its direction is not as appropriate as it should be. And also, Pete. I do not do seances. However, it's called channeling, and Hillary Clinton channels with Eleanor Roosevelt. If I were going to do it, I would want to have a seance or channel with King Arthur. However, I do not do seances.
Don't you think you should make it a real person to try to contact? I mean, that would help.
Well, the whole purpose of a seance is to contact someone from the past.
Well, Hillary Clinton's not a real person. So Hillary Clinton's not a real person, so I guess you're okay there.
That's you got a very caustic sense of humor, and it's interesting. So it's true saying that at this point in time, Mrs. Clinton could be referred to as not a real person. But at one
now,
time,
now, Ruth, can you explain to me about the seance again, please?
Yeah, I'm a little fuzzy on that.
well, seances were popular in the 1800s, in the Victorian age.
Right, of course.
And you know, the interesting thing is that my grandmother, Mary, born on All Saints Day, November 1st, supposedly she enjoyed doing seances and going to them because it was popular. And I never said anything snide to her, but I always thought that, well, that is so ridiculous, and there's
right,
no
of
such
course.
thing.
Yeah.
We're all behind you there. So.
And it's so ridiculous. And
I agree.
Years later, I realized that Pat Nixon was into astrology. I frowned on. I got into an argument with a wonderful relative. Her husband was a Marine
Former
from
relative.
Korea. And he built churches, and she was into astrology. And I told her
that's you know what?
She had
Ruth,
nothing
Okay,
else
sorry,
better
sorry.
to
Put
do.
that whole thing up. We get it. Okay, Ruth, I gotta go.
Thank you,
I'll
Ruth.
read when you're done. I'll read your letter that Santa wrote you.
Bye.
Is she gone?
I think she left.
The light's
Done with
still
this.
in.
I know.
Okay.
Well, okay, there. No.
Okay.
Now we're good.
Boy, did we dodge a bullet there, huh? Dear Irish Ruth, out for a guy who's only making $5,000 a year is admirable. I will always remember little Georgie dressed in his swaddling clothes, passed out in a manger with Lenny Palmer and Bill Lawrence. I actually started to tear up. Chief Red Cloud. So, anyway, just trying to be full service here and help out.
All right.
I think going back.
We're going in a positive direction
Yeah.
today. This is good.
I
feel
do.
good about us.
I wonder is that a special texting line or email that you can go back to Eleanor Roosevelt or Pat Nixon, or do you have to have
It's channeling, apparently.
1-900? Is it a special 1-900?
It's different than channel surfing, I wonder. It's like you get the guide up on the screen and you pick which one you want to chat with.
Okay, well, so she's not too far
apparently
off.
even fictional characters like King Arthur you can channel
Is that
too,
what she
so-
wanted to go to King Arthur?
That's what she was saying.
Maybe she wanted a date with King Arthur. I wonder how he's doing these days.
Well, still dead.
What
so-
dating?
Still not real.
Well, maybe he'll get better. What dating site would you find him on?
Medievalmingle.com.
There you go.
Jeez, medieval mingle.
God, we're just trying to help people out here, you know.
You know
Sometimes
us.
they just don't appreciate some of this stuff here.
I got
All
a
right.
text from Mike in Florida. He loves.
Is he
Billy
listening?
Goat. Yeah, Billy Goat and the Four Milkers. He said it sounds like they're mating.
Oh,
The goats.
ask him to call us 262-694-1050.
Mike, if you're listening, call him, buddy.
Mating might be a mating.
He said it sounds like the goats are mating.
Oh, that might be a stretch. I don't.
Matter whales.
All right.
I don't know that mating would be the appropriate term.
Did he actually say mating or did he use another
No,
term?
he said-
for
no, it was mating.
Because then maybe, you know. All right, never mind.
Well, call us 262-694-1050.
Yeah, we got like
Oh no, holy
30
Hannah!
seconds.
Is that goats or mating whales?
Oh, geez.
Light him up. What do you think it is? Let's see.
He killed a man. Oh, no. I was trying to get to the safe tips for Christmas.
All right, you got about 30
See if they get
seconds, so
through
go
that,
ahead.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Hurry.
I'm trying to
Hurry!
Now he's got to collect his thoughts.
Okay, now you got 10 seconds.
Well, how about this? We're going to fool off the tips for a safe Christmas. We're going to be back after 4 minutes of news and weather from Snitsky. And then we have some more calls, and we'll talk about Christmas a little more. And we're still waiting for calls from Baby Ruth, Happy John in Libertyville, Anthony Kennedy. We got one for John Perry, Father Bill Hayward, Aldermans Rosenberg, Wickland, and Dougie from Pleasant Prairie, G. Johnny. And Jan Mahowski called in and was a honorable.
Okay, wrap it up now. We got to get to news.
All right, we'll be back in 4 minutes.
All aboard! Tickets, please, tickets. Well, you're coming?
Season's greetings, everybody. This is Uncle Scotty Barter, and welcome to the Kenosha Today Weekly Report, coming to you live from Studio A here at WIP AM 1050 on your radio dial, being brought to you by our major sponsor, the Boathouse Pub and Eatery, and a host of many other very fine local businesses, taking serious journalism to an all-time high, reporting on Local issues, state stories, spanning the globe. What are you licking your chops?
Well, I'm getting ready for the top 10 list.
Okay.
Just trying to be a step ahead here.
Yeah. And sticking with us through thick and thick here on the Polar Express, the always lovable Trooper Captain Ron. Also, our conductor and in full command, engineering us to all-time highs, Pistol Pete joins us this morning, spreading peace on earth and goodwill toward... Okay. Now, this is written in our home office on the deck at the Boathouse Pub underneath this morning's top 10 thought-provoking category. These are the top 10 requested gifts here in Kenosha this Christmas. Number 10, trolley drivers who speak perfect English. Number 9, Star Wars action figures complete with a free tube of balsam superglue. Number 8, the new holiday CD by Billy Goat and the Four Milkers. This is a real classic. Roasting your speeding tickets in an open fire. Number 7, 50% off your Miranda rights at Shirley's Pot or Us. Number 6, the school board's 45-day deferment ball buster stocking stuffer. Number 5, mix and match Fiji pudding to spit on Santa from from Farm and Fleece. The buy one get one free asphalt roof for the Southport Beach House. Number 3, from Stupid Bath and Beyond, the $800,000 bonus buy called the Velodrome. Number 2, for the kid and everyone, the $100,000 useless study board game, and the number 1 thought-provoking requested gift here in Kenosha this Christmas, the traditional Kenosha City Council big box ordinance scam. All right. We are back, and if you just joined us, we are taking your calls. We have, even if your name's not on the list, give us a call because it's 262-694-1050. We did get some letters from Santa specifically to certain individuals. However, as we found out with Alderman Jan Mahowski, he also...
They're transferable.
Transferable. They're the Kenosha Parks Commissioners. We did have, we got like Baby Ruth, Happy John in Libertyville. First time in a couple weeks he hasn't called in, so... Anthony Kennedy, John Perry, Father Bill Hayward, Aldermans Rosenberg, Wicklund, and Doug from Pleasant Prairie. This was one to little G. Johnny. Unfortunately, we cannot fill your request for a 10-gallon vat of superglue. It was continued 3 years ago when some dope ordered everything we had in stock. SpongeBob Sticky Pants.
It's sad. Sad. Not going to get his Christmas wish.
No.
Too bad.
Well, you know, Christmas is supposed to be about the happy days, but you never know. Sometimes things just don't work out here. Good morning. You're on Kenosha Today.
Good morning, Scott. Scott Gordon, how are you?
Very good. Yourself?
Good. I see your list was jam-packed with city council stuff.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I didn't have one for you. Although,
well, that's good.
Although, actually, there's one here that could double between you and your buddy Wicklund.
Oh, come on.
Double.
Well, it's Christmas. You got to share.
Fire away.
All right. This says, little Curti. Obviously, Santa hasn't seen you guys, a recent picture of you boys lately, but now that you guys are a slave to fashion, it appears that we need to supplement your wardrobes for upcoming city council meetings. Therefore, I am enclosing a hot pink 3-piece suit for you to wear the year round. This was on our clearance rack, having only been worn by its former owner, who was also an alderman for 22 years, and as you can clearly see, it has hardly ever been worn. Love, Santa. So,
wow.
Yeah, that goes with you guys. So.
I got to tell you, I've worn pink at council. I wear pink bow ties sometimes. I have a couple of pink ties, pink shirt.
Well, then
I'm not afraid to wear pink.
Well, then therapy isn't working out for you.
Hey, now. I just called to wish you guys a good holiday season.
Okay.
It's been a good year, and a lot has happened, a lot of good in the city, and we can make light of some issues and have a couple of chuckles here. But, you know, all in all, I really feel it's been a good year for our city to get some stuff done, not everything, but some stuff. And stuff on the horizon moving forward is good, positive stuff. It'll be interesting to see, you know, how this all shakes out coming up in April. We'll definitely have some new members of council. I hope to still be on council.
Have you taken out your papers?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I announced back in July I was going again, and so far, I don't have an opponent. We'll see if that holds true by January 5th.
Yep.
But looking forward to moving forward with the new mayor and trying to continue this little bit of progress that we're trying to do here for our city.
Well, I think in this last year, and maybe the last 2 years, I think you had made more progress than you had in the previous 6 or 16. It seems like it anyway.
And I gotta say, we work in that body of 17, and there are some folks. Let's face it, I'm not gonna have them over my house for Christmas dinner, but you gotta work with everybody, whether you love them or hate them. And I see that more gelling is happening now, and I don't think it's because we're in an election cycle. I mean, I saw it, starting like in the summer, moving towards the fall. Enough's enough, and it's just time, that we put our differences aside and our obstructionists. If people don't like something, they want to obstruct it. We'll put that aside. We'll talk about it calmly on the floor, and we'll come to some sort of resolution. And as an old saying, anything you say that comes out of your mouth, you're gonna piss off 50% of the people that hear it.
Well, politics being what it is, I think the American public at all levels is done with politicians. Look at Washington.
Oh my God!
The Republicans say the sun's coming up. The Democrats say it's going down. I'm hopeful that Paul Ryan can straighten it out. He probably won't be completely, but at least he's made a good faith effort. And you're not going to agree 17-0 on everything. And good debate is healthy. Being disruptive is another thing. But I still think
it is.
Yeah, I think. Go ahead.
We'll go back to not 3.5 years ago. If Mayor Bosman said the sky was blue, a couple people would say, "No, Mr. Mayor, the sky is red," and they would say it nicely and courteously. But and that's kind of gone away, and that's a good thing. It really is. And I know how many people watch the city council. They watch it live. They watch it on tape. And you hear it all around the town. You really do. You hear good things around the town, and it's very positive. It's kind of given me a new light on what we're doing here and why we're doing it, and just really looking forward to continuing on that team.
I think some of the negativity, in my view, was because certain people were playing to the cameras and making statements that were, just again being disruptive is all I can say, and because the cameras were on them. And then the press was there reporting them and seemingly losing sight of the purpose of why you're all there. And that's to make Kenosha a better town. That's what I thought. But
yep, and if I could be part of making, for the greater good of our city, I'm all in. I really am. And I think that the crew we have now, their hearts are in the right place, really. We may have different views on some wide-ranging views on things, but everybody's heart is in the right place. And that's to make our city the best it can be.
I think the majority of you have taken the mindset, the stance that, hey, I'm going to do what's best for my constituents, but then I also have to vote on things that affect the entire city. So not only then I have to take care of, I'll just say, a no parking thing in your district, but then you have to vote and take a stance on the bigger issues, like we have the Chrysler site that's coming up and some of these other rezoning things for bringing all these jobs into Kenosha. Those are all good, positive things. And adds to the tax base. So what are you going to do?
It's huge. And you turn around, and we had an incident, we had a thing at City Plain the other night with this new warehouse that's being speculatively built, up across from Amazon.
Sure.
And there was about 8, 9 people that came to object to it, and they were all Summers residents. So you feel for them, but they're not paying taxes in Kenosha, and they're complaining that their property values were going down. Well, that's your town that did that. It's not us.
Now, can they annex? They were supposed to be annexed in 2035. Can they get a petition for those people and want to be annexed to the city? And if they do, what's the purposes? They're going to be landlocked there.
Anytime they want, they can come in.
Now,
they can come in. That's part of it.
To illustrate another good example of this is that the Myers, that sits in Pleasant. That sits in the city.
Myers is in Kenosha.
Yeah. But there was people down the street there that actually lived in Pleasant Prairie and were vehemently opposed to Myers. And I was just in Myers yesterday. What a gorgeous facility.
It's funny you say that. I'm literally pulling into the parking lot of Myers as we speak.
Well, then pay my bill. I forgot that yesterday.
But people were concerned that live around the back of trucks coming through. And the way this store is designed, the traffic is no problem. It's progress. It's progress in our city. And this new, the zoning variance that's coming through with the big box, that one people have to realize it's on state truncated highways only. So it's Sheridan Road, it's 142, it's Highway 50. It's not in the middle of a neighborhood. The property has to abut a state highway, like the vacant Walmart on 52nd.
So it would not apply to the Bonnie Hames site?
It would, because
142 is, okay.
142 goes all the way down, so it actually would. And, you know, this is my feeling, how great would it be to finally get something on that site that's sat vacant for almost, 40 years now?
More than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I saw, a friend of mine has a video or a film of when the big fire was at Bonnie Haim, and I saw it, I was like, oh my God, it was in black and white.
That was in the early 60s, I think.
Yes, it
60,
sure was.
61, I remember that.
But, yeah, so things are coming through. I don't want anybody to feel we have a lame duck council right now, or a council that's afraid to make a vote because somebody's up for re-election. And that's not why I signed on to do this job. And I hope everybody else feels the same way.
Well, Scott, if you don't change that and allow a developer, because 200,000 square feet, how big is the Myers? Is that more than 200 in it?
Myers is, I believe it's pretty close, but they were okay because it's on 31. But
okay.
Give an example, the old Walmart on 52nd.
Right.
It's 116,000 square feet. So if somebody wants to knock it down and build something, the way the current zoning sits, it has to be 116,000 square feet.
Oh, okay.
But if they want to go bigger, they wouldn't be able to unless we make this change.
And for any developer that wants to come in, which a lot of people do, we're just not order takers here. We have location. We are in the right place at the right time. Let them do it. That's my view. But
yeah, we're prime. I mean, you're talking midway between Chicago and Milwaukee on a major interstate. We're prime. You know, and of course, everybody wants to be about the eye. We get that, understand that. But I'm very confident something very good in the years to come will come to the Chrysler site, and that Bonnie Haim will be developed. And just so you know, Scott, I know you're a golfer. I kind of measured it out with the acreage and everything. If you bought the Bonnie Haim and you took the Chrysler property, you could build a very nice 18-hole course.
Well, we proposed that. I proposed that not 18, 9 holes. We were going to call it Scotty's Country Club in the Chrysler site, and we were going to try to extend the trolley and do a figure 8 in there, so you eliminate golf carts.
Yep. You could call it the Cordova Country Club.
It was Scotty's Country Club. That was my idea. Now listen to this.
Pete and I
there were some special rules along 60th and 60th Street and 30th because of some of the contamination. If you lost your ball or disappeared, right, Pete, you got a free drop.
Yes, and if your ball grows arms and legs, you get a penalty shot.
And here was the real key. You tee off on 60th Street with the tracks, and it's a par 12. You have to bank it off the jockey building, and the green's way over on 52nd Street. So that was kind of making it a little bit interesting. So keep that thought in mind.
I will. That's good. But, you know, I just, I know I've taken a lot of time here today, but I just want to wish you guys a great holiday. I'm actually on vacation. I'm flying out today just to get away for a few days.
Okay.
But I'll be listening to what's going on in the city. But as always, guys, you know, thanks for everything you've done, you know, especially with the Dream Playground for the city. And we appreciate the support for sure.
Okay, Scott. Thanks for the call.
Have a great day, guys.
Alderman Scott Gordon. I don't think he took our offer or Santa's offer about the pink three-piece pink suit. But
did you get your Christmas letter from the city in the mail the other day?
About my tax bill?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my taxes only went up $100.
Yeah.
So that goes to what, you know, they've kept the not only the city, all the government, the county and the school board. That was the one I was worried about, the portion for the school board that was going to go out of whack. Pete, good morning on Kenosha Today.
Hi, Kenosha Today. This is Doug from Pleasant Prairie.
Oh, Doug, a late minute submission.
Well, I've been busy doing dishes. I've been vacuuming, dusting stuff, you know.
Where is that? Hang on, I got it here somewhere.
I haven't got all day. I got to do my...
All right, here's
Don't you want to sit on Santa's lap, Doug? Come on.
Oh, here, this was a last-minute submission from the North Pole. Dear Dougie from Pleasant Prairie, I love the pictures of you in your sailboat. The Titanic O, and I think that was a typo. That's supposed to be Sirocco. Sirocco. Santa must have had one too many Long Islands last night. It's truly one of a kind. Also great to hear that you are considered the perfect husband, cleaning, dusting, and doing the laundry. It's guys like you that make it tough for guys like me. Lucky for Santa, the North Pole is not a community property state. Therefore, I will be sending you your request for the book, Henpecked for Dummies. God help us all.
That's great.
So, I just want to make Santa was thinking of you, and when I sent him this request, he said, "Oh, I just got it right before I walked in the studio today," and I guess aren't you glad I did?
Yes, I can't hardly wait for the book, especially because someone else thought that it could be possible. Well, listen, I gotta go. I gotta finish vacuuming now too.
Has your wife got the whip out? All right. We'll see you at the
none
conference.
Of your business.
We'll tell her to put the handcuffs away, too, then. All right, later.
All right, guys. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Good morning on Kenosha Today.
Good morning, sir.
Mr. Rosenberg.
Yeah, I hear you got a letter from Santa for me.
Yes, I do. Let me dig it out here. You did admit that you were being nice, didn't you? Or was that naughty?
Yes, I'm nice. I'm nice most of the time.
Yeah, here it is. It says, no, this is Alderman Rosenberg who we're speaking to. To my favorite elf from the 9th District, as you know, I've been at this Christmas business for a long time. However, I will admit that your request for 20 gallons of dog urine is a bit over the top, even for a city alderman. You listed to be used as snow de-icing removal. Seemed a bit strange, and the only thing I can suggest is stay off the bottle and get back into therapy.
So it sounds like Keith Santa put a 2-week deferral on your gift. Is what happened.
Well, hey, like I said, it is what it is, and it does, get rid of the snow big time here around here. So
yeah, well, at least you had a plan, or have a plan.
Yes.
So that's good. What else is going on?
Well, hopefully, like I said, we don't have that much snow this year. I know it's all forecasted to snow in the 17th district, at least.
That's Rosenberg, 9th district, in case anybody's taping this. So between our snow removal plan, actually we have 3 plans. 1, we send Dale and his crew out there. And 2, we use your plan with the dog urine. And 3, we use my plan, wait till June. Either way, we got it covered.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Everything else going okay with you guys?
Well, the show's not over yet, so talk
to us in about a half hour.
I'll get back to you with that.
Yeah, I know. I just overheard Scott talking about this adjustment with this big box ordinance.
Yeah.
And it definitely affects my district, and that's why I'm out surveying, just as I did with the dog park.
There you go.
Talking with people in my district, and I encourage them to give me a call and let me know how they feel about it.
Well,
because
keep us informed on how people feel about it.
Yeah, right now, it's kind of split. A lot of people don't want a big box store on South Sheridan Road.
Let me know.
Yeah, that's where it's going to be placed if it does happen.
Yeah. All right, Keith, I got to run. I got another couple calls to take here. Thank you very much,
right,
and Merry Christmas to you. Yeah. Good morning on Kenosha Today.
Good morning, Mr. Barter.
Yes.
Try
to hold it back.
Sound good.
This is Steven.
Oh, okay. We got a letter for you from Santa, too.
You did, really?
Yeah, here, just a second.
What did he say?
Well, I'm going to dig it out here. Well, I assume this is to you. It says, Dear S&J on 22nd Avenue. Glad to hear that S&J.
S&J, would that be Steven and Jennifer?
I'm assuming. Glad to hear that after 24 years, things are working out for you all. the enclosed,
how's that working out?
The enclosed package of a holiday gift set of boxed wine will go quite well when you entertain the Kayak Boys this next summer. So that's what Santa sent to you.
Yeah, very good. Hey, I got a delivery for you too, my friend.
I imagine.
I hope it's donuts.
You're gonna be walking funny for a while.
Size 12.
Hey, I of course couldn't be there this morning.
Hey, Steve, just 1 second. I got another caller here. To caller, just okay. I guess I don't have.
Don't worry about
it. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Had the funeral of a woman this morning. Her husband Elmer listens to our show every Saturday morning. He's 94 years old, and they were married. Get a load of this, 72 years.
That beats my record.
Yeah, and I just finished up with the funeral. He felt bad because he was going to keep Kenosha from hearing my voice this morning, but they had family coming in from out of town. They had to do the funeral today. So again, my sympathy to Elmer and his family on their loss. 72 years, Scott. Can you imagine being married 72 years?
I think you better ask some other woman what she'd be like being married to me for 72 years.
Maybe that's a bad question for you, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, I feel so bad because we got so much to talk about. We got all the romantic races shaping up. We got some mayoral developments. I'm loaded for bear next Saturday.
but
I'm
we're-
going to be there.
But we're talking Christmas, and we got
Well,
some.
we're talking Christmas, but we're going to talk some politics. as
Very,
well.
very little.
Yeah,
we
and
got
I've
January
also,
January 2nd. We'll
bring
well, aren't we going to? We talked about having a little staff sing along next Saturday.
We got 3 songs we're singing.
Okay, well, I'll need to know which songs they are so I can practice all week.
Well, remember, you did the verses on Grandma Got Run Over by a Trolley last
Yeah,
year.
Grandma
so
got
I think that
run over by a trolley.
That's your thing.
All the elves we loved before, and what was the other one?
Oh, you're asking me?
We'll never smoke weed on the trolley again. But did you hear our preview? You didn't hear this. You were gone. Here, listen to this, Stevie.
This is our
beginning.
Christmas CD.
Yeah.
We opened with that.
Yeah, well, I'm a little offended because, after Pete and I sang on St. Patrick's Day and then again last
were we.
Christmas, I actually got some compliments. Casey, we didn't know you could sing. I said, I didn't either.
We had this Marilyn call us after we played that last Saturday, and she invited us to come in to sing at her senior citizens.
So no kidding. Well, maybe we can talk to Father Bill, and maybe we can sing on Christmas Eve at Holy Rosary Church.
If you have Father Bill's number, Santa send him a letter too. Text him and tell him to call me.
Okay.
All right. We'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week, my friend. Have a good week.
Okay, thanks. I got to read a sponsor here, Pete. We're a little behind here. Hook up our special satellite.
Yeah, hang on. That's in the
because if this
mothballs
comes
here for
in,
a second.
we got an uplink.
Unavailable or restricted.
Catch
We
the
have the.
satellite.
we
Where in
have
the world did I stick that away, Randy?
We have the capability to.
There it is.
Beam this.
Yeah.
And here's what happens when we get these calls. We beam this up to our Kenosha Today satellite, which is up above the clouds.
22,500 miles away.
Okay.
We got it.
And
Still pretty loud, though.
And that beat, what I really wanted to play was the operator, the satellite operator.
Well, she comes up after this.
she does. Okay.
Yeah.
One ringy dingy.
Here you go.
Two ringy ding. Oh, a gracious good afternoon. I'm Miss Tomlin, your representative from the telephone company. And you owe us a balance of $23.64. When may we expect payment? When what freezes over? You are not dealing with just anyone's fool. I am a high school graduate.
There you go.
That's what happens when we don't recognize your number. We're going to take one more.
Even for some numbers we do recognize.
Yeah.
1 minute break from Brain Nancy from Channel 4, and we'll be right back.
That's Scott.
All aboard! Tickets, please, tickets. Well, you're coming?
We are back, making the turn and chugging toward the North Pole. If you just joined us, this is the Kenosha Today Countdown to Christmas, riding high on the Polar Express. Riding high, Pete. I got that from Shirley. Get it?
Yeah, see, I get it. Yeah, you're riding hot more ways than one.
We are en route to visit the Fat Boy himself, who, by the way, is getting ready to bring all you snot-nosed little kids some dopey presents on Christmas Eve that you'll probably never use but the one time. Anyway, we're coming to you live from Studio A here and streaming worldwide here on WIP AM 1050. Brought to you by our major sponsor, the Boathouse Pub and Eatery, and a host of many other very fine local businesses. I'm Uncle Scotty Barter, along with our video coordinator, Captain Ron, and Santa's go-to elf, Pistol Pete, is here. Pete, do you got any idea where we are and when we might be getting there?
As far as?
To get to the North Pole?
Let's see. Let me check out the window here.
Wait a minute. As far as we've been building
2
this up for
o'clock
90
this
minutes.
afternoon.
Yeah.
2 o'clock this afternoon.
Okay, according to Google Maps, we have just a little bit more to go here. So
Okay.
we're in Saskatchewan as we speak.
Saskatchewan. Florida?
Yeah, exactly.
Good morning on Kenosha Today.
Hey, this is Mike Bjorn, downtown Kenosha. Is it safe to call in and ask what Santa Claus was going to do for me or whatever?
Yeah,
I know
I got one. Just
some of the letters you were reading were kind of.
Then cancel your subscription. You want to hear this or don't you?
Let me hear this.
Okay. Dear Mikey B, I assume that's you.
Yep.
Santa's favorite downtown elf, that's you.
Ah.
Who rides the trolley to nowhere. Sorry, but I can't afford $8 million for you to ride the trolley to nowhere else. I can, however, call in an airstrike. One side note, I can also take out the Southport Beach House at no extra cost. Please advise, locked and loaded in the North Pole Santa. So,
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
The key word today is Cudahy.
What's that mean?
I was in Cudahy yesterday. I can't tell you the beautiful job they're doing with downtown Cudahy. The streets are plainly marked. They tore down some old buildings that were worthless. Signs are up for sale or for rent for the property. Just in your travels, if you get up to Cudahy, you'll be amazed.
But Mike, are you sure that Orson Welles didn't stop for a whiz in one of those buildings? That makes him historic.
No. Hey, but I'm not at liberty to tell you guys, but another guy is coming out of the woodwork, wants to run for the alderman of the downtown district. You know, Rhonda Jenkins is no longer going to be running.
It's announced
but there's
today.
another one that hasn't announced yet, but will be.
Well, it was announced today that Chaz Bartus is running.
That's right. But somebody else is going to be running, a very hard-working citizen who's very involved in making Kenosha a better place.
Well, we're not saying
And
that.
I called his phone number. I wanted to get his permission to announce it on your show, and unfortunately he hasn't called back yet, so I left a tape message for him.
He's not in jail, is he?
I hope not.
Okay. He might win.
I'll have more news for you for next weekend, I'm sure.
All right.
By the way, how many years was Steve Casey in office as an alderman?
22.
Rumor has it, 22.
Oh, okay. I was curious about that.
Hey, now you're,
okay, I'll keep in touch.
one last question.
All right,
You're
go ahead.
authority in men's clothing. The
what?
In men's clothing.
What about men's clothing?
Well, Santa
This
sent.
place is so noisy. I got to go outside. There's too many people buying socks. God bless them.
Okay, but
Go ahead. Now I can hear you.
Santa sent this hot pink three-piece suit down for Wicklund and what's his name? Wicklund and Gordon. Gordon, yes. Sorry.
Scott Gordon, good alderman.
Yeah. So did they get that from you?
Scott is a very good customer. I can't take credit for everything he wears, but I would say a lot of the more outstanding, exciting men's clothing he wears is probably from us.
Right. Okay, just checking. Anyway,
Yeah.
Keep the clearance rack full. All right, talk to you later.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Bye-bye.
Hey, are you going to throw your hat in the ring or what?
My hat's not going in the ring.
Come on.
I'm gonna do like Frosty the Snowman and put my hat and dance around it.
Well, I mean, Rocco's running, I assume, running again in the 5th, so I don't know that
He's my
Scott needs
alderman.
to compete with him.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
We
Oh, you
saw
meant for
him.
mayor?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Come on.
That shit.
He's going.
That what?
That train has left the building.
Yeah. You meant to say ship, right?
What did I say?
Well, you went train.
Well, that's what you got your hand on that button over there.
Dump the host.
Let me.
Not the first time.
Yeah.
That would have been a slip. You notice I don't say your last name anymore?
I know it. Yeah.
Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
Oh, wait. No. We're not taking that call, so don't worry about it. We're rolling.
I got to read a couple letters to our listeners from Santa. And I don't know, Mike Bjorn didn't seem too happy, but I mean, what are you going to do? Santa, it is what it is. So.
It's shipping these days.
Yes. Is that a call, Pete? You didn't give me
It
the
is.
fish? Oh, okay. Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
This is Alderman Lomakia.
You've been naughty or nice?
Well, what is classify naughty? You know, everybody has a different level of naughty.
Well, your naughty versus my naughty are probably night and day, right?
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. Yeah. And to clarify, yes, I am running in the 5th district.
Oh, okay.
So you're good to go with the snow removal.
Okay. Well, we've got three plans, as you're probably aware. We've got our plan that goes to the 17th with Dale and the snow shoveling and the trumped plane and all that, and then we got Rosenberg's in the 9th where he uses the dog urine. You know, Santa's going to send him 20 gallons of dog urine to be used.
Dog urine, there's a great idea.
And then we have ours that. Well, I think you brought this up in the 5th district where I live. Is we wait till June. Brilliant thinking. Just brilliant.
Why rush into it?
Got to have some lead time.
I haven't listened much today. I apologize because I've been busy.
Probably didn't
what
miss
did
much.
you guys think of the cartoon in the Kenosha News?
I thought it was a pretty clever cartoon myself.
Oh, okay.
It made a point that you know what, there's a lot of money to me that would cost us. Now I'm just giving you my view, and from what I heard from others, they thought it was a great cartoon. And for those that didn't see it, it was a big picture. Bob Johnson was running for mayor, had a coloring contest, and had a picture. I assume that was former Mayor John Antoranium on top of
the same thing.
Trolley and the money. And this thing about getting the $8 million redirected, I checked with some people. I was just telling you what I told. It'd be a monumental task to reclassify all that. When you apply for a grant, it has to be just that. And the case in point, Rocco, was they applied for a grant in Nash Park, and Grant said the sidewalk had to be on the south side, and they put it on the north side, and they lost the grant. So I don't know. The fear that people have, and again, I'm just giving you my view, is that this trolley extension is going to come back. So, and I said this before, that I think that is going to be an issue in this mayoral campaign, and I think that $6,700 signatures that were acquired by Common Sense back in January,
correct,
and they didn't feel that their votes were heard, and I understand they're going to be heard in April. So,
well, this is going to be interesting. I'll tell you that.
Do you are you going to participate? Because we are going to participate. Because it's going to take three of us with dull crayons to finish this project.
Oh, okay.
Because they don't let me have sharp crayons in my pencil box.
or scissors.
What are scissors? I haven't seen a pair of those in 30 years.
He gets those rounded kind. Yeah.
That's right.
Gentlemen, have a good Christmas.
Hey, wait a minute. I just want to say I'm glad you're running, and you've been my alderman, and we're very helpful. Very thankful to have you on board, and seems like everything in our district is working well. But again, like I was telling Gordon and Rosenberg, you have to do not only what's good for your district, but now you have to vote on things for the rest of the city, and I think we're going in the right direction. So,
hey, Rocco, I got a question.
I appreciate it.
He's got
Rocco. It's right. Did you always have a Harley?
No.
When'd you get that? I noticed it last Saturday. I saw you when you're leaving.
In February, I got it.
Oh,
well, that's a good time to buy a motorcycle in February.
Yeah, that deals. Get a deal.
I stole it. Not literally.
No. But price-wise, yeah.
Glad you clarified that.
That was a nice-looking bike.
And he liked the bike. I liked the chaps. I thought those were.
It's a beautiful bike. I love it.
And the chaps you were wearing were delicious.
Yeah. Well, I had them on today. I was riding.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Rocco. Thanks.
See you, Rocco.
All right, guys. Bye.
I hear Bjorn's has got nice chaps if you're looking for a deal.
All right, we got him off our list. Oh, we didn't have him, but we still have Father Hayward. John Perry's got one. Anthony Kennedy. I don't think he's going to call, but I'm going to read this, whether he wants to hear this or not.
Who let the...
Dear Mr. All About That Bass.
It's all about
this.
Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble.
This was apparently to Alderman Anthony Kennedy. Dear Mr. All About That Bass, I fully understand the urgency to send that dopey Saturday morning talk show host something amusing for his top 10 list. Can you kindly provide me with some footage of a Kenosha Today City Council meeting, because apparently that is where all the real laughs are.
Ooh,
yikes. He'll be calling.
Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about
Santa's
that
just keeping it real.
bass,
What are you going to
no
do?
That's
trouble.
it.
I'm all about that bass.
Keep it real. I got one more. I should read these before I lose track of time.
Or not, your show has not brought him down.
Talking about Scott DeLabio, who fills in for Pete on occasion, and that probably was not the best move for his job future.
Hey, I'm thinking me, you, Scott, Pete, and
that other guy.
Yeah. Cha-cha lessons.
Here, I gotta read this one from Happy John from Libertyville calls in.
Paulie. I'm sorry, Paulie.
Here, dear Happy John Libertyville, your request for a new home and car is unprecedented. However, in the spirit of Christmas, we are in the process of approving your order. Just one word of caution that Wisconsin is a community property state. And as the case with the majority of these situations, be prepared to lose everything to a wife and get your ass kicked from the law firm of Dewey, Cheatham, and Howell.
Across the USA, I love my Green Bay Packers, who won the first Super Bowl.
See, they should put us on the Tourism Bureau.
You think?
And you know that sign that says "Welcome to Wisconsin"?
Mm-hmm.
They had to put statues of us out there.
Oh my God!
With our arms up and welcome and donuts in our hand and What says "Welcome to Wisconsin" more than what we do here?
That's
Long
quite
Island
the welcome.
mug in your hand.
Yeah.
262-694-1050. I did have one from Baby Ruth here. As long as I got to finish these off. And well, this, when Irish Ruth called in and kind of took you guys to task, you and Dan, because apparently
little bit.
you're not helping the matters.
Well, I try. Look, I
Christmas
was
spanking.
I was trying to. I was trying to go to bat, for Baby Ruth with Dan, but he was having none of it. So.
Well, here it says, "Dear Baby Ruth, your request for us to deliver a guy, age 39, who happens to be an AM radio talk show host, to fill your stockings is prohibited by our North Pole policies. After all, we make toys. This isn't the Miracle on Green Bay Road, the Chipmunks. So I think that's Dan's out. I mean, he can be
Delicious
exonerated.
but deadly.
Yeah, he's pretty much exonerated. Oh, I do have to. I got one from Father Bill, who was here some time back. Dear Father Bill, I'm sure you are fully aware of the extreme importance in trying to save souls. With that in mind, could you please help Uncle Scotty complete his resume so that he can get through Judgment Day before hell actually does freeze over? Ghost of Sinners Past. Well, see, Santa does. He kept everybody.
Remember, when you're there, Scott, don't take any slides because they go down.
Yeah.
You're looking for step ladders.
Oh,
Go up,
Good
stairs.
point.
Yeah.
That's-
There you go.
So I won't fall into that trap. I'm no dummy. Like, they're not going to fool me. I was telling you guys, as you know, I spent 6 years in Tremper High School in the gifted program. 3 of those were in the regifted program, apparently. So, well, 262-694-1050.
What are you, after 6 years, are you a super duper senior? Or?
Oh, I'm super duper, all right.
Yeah.
I got all the ins and outs. This was an article in the paper, feeling like a Grinch, at least it won't shorten your life. Now, this is a money on a study, Pete, that was well worth it. Good news for grumpy women. Lucky they didn't mention my name.
Never
thought my name.
Yeah.
Being happy, apparently, is no effect on how long you might live. It's a conclusion, the latest attempt to find out if happy people live longer. Previous studies have linked happiness to longevity. So according to this.
Yeah, who wants that junk?
Well,
happiness,
my
contentment?
happiness, I could live to 130.
Oh, goody. Still doing this show every week.
Well,
welcome to Kenosha today. Streetcars. Yeah, right, exactly.
Well, if I'm 130, that'll make you 115. So what's the point?
Okay. That math doesn't work.
Yeah, something wrong with it.
I told you I was in the grift. It took me 3 years.
Yeah,
to
the
get
grifted program. Yeah.
So I guess if you're sick, that'll make you unhappy. Being grouchy isn't enough to shorten your life. Did this 715,000 British women aged 50 to 69. They didn't. And lucky this was done in Britain. If this would have been done in this area, boy.
There's no grumpy women around here. Come on.
Well, no, there's a lot of happy women.
I mean, except that one corner in the 5th District. I don't know what that is. Has a moat.
I had that one. Snot-nosed kids.
Oh,
glad you brought that up.
In your neighborhood. Right.
Merry Christmas to all you snot-nosed little kids in Mr. Barter's neighborhood. Happy to hear that you will be enjoying the remote alligator for use in the moat. Please note that I will also including extra charges for the electric concertina wire and additional live ammunition for the guards in the towers. Be safe, Santa.
Wow.
So, I mean, what says Merry Christmas other than,
It's Mr. Scotty's neighborhood.
Just stay away.
Yeah, there it is. Brings back memories of my childhood. Not really.
Did you have a moat, alligator in your moat?
I did not, but I did learn how to swim just in case.
I suppose I shouldn't, because it's the holidays, I probably should not have increased the
You could have it
voltage in the
peppermint
concertina
flavored.
wire, and given the guards in the tower live ammunition.
Put peppermint oil in the moat so
probably-
the alligators and the crocodiles have something festive to feast on.
Real helpful.
You do a good Barter's neighborhood, Mr. Barter's neighborhood.
Yeah, but the sweaters don't look as good on him. And we don't want him to take his shoes off, so we're
He
good
does
on that.
though, on the
Some gal on
TV show
an
he did.
FM station in Milwaukee yesterday was saying she had to go to one of these ugly.
Wait. What's FM radio?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know what that
those are
is.
the guys with all the great equipment next door here.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So she says she has to go to
ugly sweater.
one of these ugly sweaters. She says, I went over to my grandma's house to look in her closet for an ugly sweater, and I thought, why are you bringing grandma down into this? I mean, sounds like if you're working on an FM station, you got enough ugly sweaters of your own.
Yeah. Well, they get merchandise and T-shirts and whatnot.
Yeah, freebies.
Swag.
We got just a few minutes left. 262-69-1050. Next week, we will be bringing you basically our musical.
It's going to be a little crowded in here next week.
We got 3 musical guests coming in, and if Stevie gets in here, it's always crowded when he's get here. And we will be bringing you all the elves we loved before. The all-time favorite, Grandma got run over by a trolley, and that'll be our last show for this year. I will be all worn out and taking the day after Christmas off, but we will be back here on January 2nd.
You'll still be worn out and hungover, but it's
not me.
worse than another
not me.
day.
I've turned my life around.
You have?
He's going to
Meeting
do
with
the
Father-
polar plunge this year.
You've been meeting with Father Bill secretly, or
Yeah, I took
getting your stuff together?
his message. I didn't know I'd had to go through Judgment Day before I get to heaven. I thought you'd just walk up there and, here I am.
Again, don't take any slides.
Yeah.
As I go down.
Oh, yeah, I'll figure that out.
Also, firefighter poles, that type of thing. Nothing that will take you down.
Stairs or elevator? Well, elevators go down, too.
Yeah, but I've been
you got to be careful with that. That's the bait and switch. You think it's going up.
Yeah. Yep.
And before I go there, I should probably do my last, with the funeral home.
Mm-hmm.
You got that clip in there?
Oh.
Dig your own grave and save.
So I got that going.
Which is nice.
In my resume.
The ground's not frozen yet. You can get out there and dig.
Well, I think, and I've got, since I'm a happy person, I got longevity on my side, and I'm going to be here till 130.
Goody. I don't like that fourth extension to the streetcar line.
Yeah.
But
these headphones are too tight. They hurt my ears.
Are you guys done?
The drinks at the boathouse used to be twice as big.
Yeah.
I can imagine that, but in 30 and 40 years, along on at the boathouse will probably be about 74.95.
Inflation, of course.
Inflation,
yeah, right.
And by then, I'll probably only be able to drink 4 or 5 of them. I'll be cutting back, right?
Your liver is going to be pickled.
Nothing.
I think I was going to give my body to science.
And science didn't want it.
And then they
returned to sender.
When I signed up when I got my license renewed, I'm an organ donor, and the gal laughed at me. So
we don't take organs from the likes of you. Yeah.
Well, there's got to be something in my demise that somebody can save and scrutinize.
Your headphones.
Well, yeah. You want these in my will? These are my will. Do any of you guys want these?
No, but if you wanted to leave some cash in there, I'd be cool with that.
Sure, it's all about the money.
Yeah, well, it lasts forever, right? Mm-hmm. Huh? What?
Well, we tried to bring some Christmas letters from Santa, and what are you going to do? It's the holiday season, and we got criticized right out of the blocks by Mike from Hodunk, and immediately we listened to our listeners because we changed it from Happy Holidays to Merry Christmas.
Right. And he also wants more warning when Shirley comes on, so I think we need to.
Yeah, but it was kind of disturbing when he was talking about shaving and thinking of
Silent Night, Deadly Night. Yeah, right.
Boy, that's not helping the holiday season when you're talking about. Of course, that wasn't because of us. Did you get that impression?
What's that?
That we was thinking about doing them.
No, it was because of certain phone caller, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
the first caller.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. That's why we got to play another disclaimer.
Yeah. Well, we just tried to help him out. And of course, when you call Santa a commie, you can't expect.
He does wear red quite a bit. You notice that Santa does.
Yeah. I've been seeing pictures lately, and coming from a cold climate, you can start connecting the dots, right? And you can surmise that Santa could be a commie, and when he signs his letters, Comrade Claus.
Are you going to color your Santa in red this year? Or are you going to change it up for the?
When we submit this coloring contest to Bob Johnson's, $350.
Yeah, $300 to a charity. So we'd have to pick which charity we want. I'm sure they'd let us split it 3 ways, right?
Anybody that's listened to this show understands that this is the biggest charity in town.
The good folks at Little Petey's Wallet need all the contributions that you can.
The Captain Ron Retirement Fund.
Yeah.
But if we'd have to do something different, and we should meet for a production meeting.
Okay.
What's the due date on that? Do you know? It's
January 2nd.
Okay.
Wait.
We got time.
In January. They're drawing it.
We should meet at the boathouse and have a production meeting, and everybody bring your own box of colors, and everybody take a little square and you color it anything you want and see what we come up with. That's
creativity right there.
Yeah. Santa could be wearing a 3-piece pink outfit. Where did we come up with that? I thought it was a cute cartoon, and it was just trying to bring attention to the. No, I'm talking about Bob Johnson's ad, and that there's an extension of this trolley that people fear.
It is the most clever political ad I've seen in a while.
Yeah, I did too. It didn't say anything bad. It's a way that you can send money to a charity for $300. What's wrong with that?